Hello everybody, it's me Haley and I'm back here with another episode of Loser Monologue. Today's topic that I'll be talking about is resentment and animosity. So the reason why I chose both these two big topics is because I feel like right now a lot of people are going through a lot of resentment. And I feel like people just need to hear this. Like, it's just something that doesn't get talked about, needs to be talked about more often. And I'm going to go into a deep, meaningful understanding on why you should know this knowledge. It's not full knowledge. You can't be that person that knows everything. You have to stay mysterious. But I do have some definitions and some things that I've written down about each topic and why they are important. So I'm going to start with resentment. Okay, I'm going to get into the definition of resentment. Resentment is a lingering feeling of anger or bitterness, usually felt when someone feels wronged, ignored, or disrespected. It can be built over time when emotions are hardly expressed or boundaries are crossed and pain isn't acknowledged. So I wrote down here that physiologically, resentment can contain feelings of things like anger, disappointment, envy, helplessness, and a desire for recognition. Resentment isn't always bad. It's just something that you can overcome by the right things you do with your life and the way that you look at life. Most of us forget that we're still teenagers. Most of us think that, damn, I'm grown, like I can't feel this way. I don't have a right to feel this way, like why am I so mad? Guys, we are developing. We are really developing. We're still learning how to really feel. Like, we don't even know what feelings really are. And I feel like we need to get over that, like, insecurity of not knowing. Like, it's okay to not know. That's why you're, like, gonna learn, you're gonna grow, and you're gonna experience things that you've never experienced before, and that's going to help you a lot with understanding things about how you feel. And feeling can be a very hard topic to understand about yourself, but it's something that everyone needs to take time to understand about themselves, because it is very important to not just put your feelings to the side and forget about it. Okay, I also wrote that resentment doesn't always have to be seen as a bad. Like I said, it is usually a sign from someone that they don't feel emotionally met or understood the way that they wanted to. Most people who experience resentment have had a problem stuck with them for a long time without being understood or being able to express it in a healthy way. Please reach out to somebody you're close with or that you love and you know that will listen to you. I'm always here if you guys need someone, and I'm willing to help you understand your feelings and who you are, because I'm still learning as well, and we can go through it together. But yeah, I really like that paragraph. I feel like that really stood out to me, because it is something that we can't really just it can't really just happen. It's something that's built over time and something we can learn from and understand more along the way of our journey. Understanding resentment helps you protect relationships, handling conflicts in a mature and effective way, and protect your mental health. So I think understanding what resentment means is a very important thing in life to understand. I know it's just another one of those English words that just I would never use that in my vocabulary, but I genuinely think that it's a lot more deeper than just being mad. It is a lot more deeper than just being mad. And a lot of people just think like, oh, I'm mad, I'll get over it, like I just won't talk to anybody. But over time, the more you hold it in, the worse it can become. And it can be hard for you to express any other feeling when you're holding so much resentment to other people or even yourself. But yeah, sorry if I was yapping, but next is animosity. So these two are actually very similar, but I'll get into that in a second. So the definition of animosity is a strong feeling of dislike, hostility, or anger towards someone. When animosity occurs, there's usually a deep resentment, ongoing tension builds up, or avoidance. So animosity and resentment are very similar. They're not the same thing, but they are on the lines of the same thing, as it has something to do with not expressing your feelings in time. Yeah, so they're both kind of the same thing, but they're both two topics that I feel are very different to each other, but also very concerning sometimes. I feel like a lot of people see animosity and resentment as something that they can just overcome in a second. It is not that. It builds up over time, and the more people that are avoidant, more become resentful, or they have secret animosity to some people. I feel like in relationships that's a big thing. There's a lot of people that see their friends and they have secret animosity towards them, or have resentment towards somebody, and they just don't express it, and the other person thinks like, oh, we're cool, like they're over it. I know that sometimes it's easier to put the blame on other people when you hurt so bad, but genuinely it's easier to look at yourself and understand why you feel that way and how you can forgive that person. I feel like it's not easy to forgive, but forgiving is a way of healing, and it's something that everyone needs to do to get their feelings back in check and understand who they really are. Resentment and animosity both often show up together, but they are not exactly the same. So they are on the lines, but they aren't the same. Resentment is hurt or a lingering frustration towards someone or something. Could be with yourself or someone. And animosity is a stronger, more active hostility, which means a negative feeling that isn't just inside your head, it's now becoming more physical, and you're getting a lot more mad and angry about it. Overall, I said that overcoming both isn't about pretending nothing happened. It is about dealing with what happened in a way that doesn't drag you down. That part. I really feel like dealing with what happened to you that made you feel this way is not easy at all. It's something that you feel like you can never get over, or you feel like you can never talk to someone about it because it's just dumb, or you just push it to the side. But the more you leave it, the longer the negative feelings in your head become more physical and out there. Like, many people don't realize, but when you like have been mad for a very long time, when you've been resentful for a very long time, you start to become more aggro and lash out at people, and it's not always your fault. But at the same time, guys, talk to somebody. I know that's easier said than done, but genuinely reach out to somebody. There's going to be someone out there that's going to listen to you and understand your feelings and what you're going through, because you're genuinely not alone. And this topic is not to be seen as, oh bro, like animosity, resentment, like fuck, like what the fuck is that, like ew. People who have resentment or animosity are disgusting. That is not how you should take it, because if you have an open mind, people around you will have an open mind. If you're confident, bro, everyone around you is going to see you as confident. If you talk about your feelings, animosity and resentment won't be an option at all. And yeah, my last stop point was forgiveness can cure resentment, but never fully. You can always forgive someone while never forgetting how they made you feel. I really liked how I put that together, because I feel like everyone says, oh, just forgive and forget. It's not that easy. It is literally so hard to forgive someone when you feel so strongly about how they made you feel, or the situation that they put you in. I feel like the one thing about forgiving someone is letting yourself go, like letting your feelings kind of come out more and show. I feel like at the end of the day, kindness is what gets you places, And if you're a forgiving person, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, and even if you're still struggling with forgiving someone, you're still gonna make it, because you will grow and you will understand why forgiving is such a powerful thing in life. I really like how I said that forgiving can cure resentment, but not fully. For example, I'm gonna put it as this. I had a friend and they had secret animosity towards me, was going around telling people things that made me mad, and over time it keeps getting worse and nothing's being resolved. I feel like that can really cause a relationship boundary where lines have been crossed and resentment has been chosen over forgiveness. And I feel like, be that friend where you hear all these things like being said about you and you feel the disrespect coming from the other person, but you let it happen. Like you let them say what they want, you let them have their secret animosity towards you, let them have the jealousy, you genuinely need to stand up as yourself and understand, like, they're their own person, they're choosing to say this about me, and I'm over here choosing to forgive them. You look like a better person if you can forgive them and understand where they're coming from. But that is not the same in every situation, and I fully understand that. It can be very hard to talk to someone that hasn't fully matured in a way where you can understand where their point of view is coming and where yours is as well. And that's one thing that people don't talk about growing up, is when you make a friend, they're supposed to be like ride or die. We never get taught that when making friends there's gonna be ups and downs, and there's gonna be anger and sadness and built up feelings that you fully can't express because they might be your only friend at the time. But always remember that if there's no one around you, you have yourself always. Your biggest supporter is going to be yourself, no matter who's not around, no matter if you don't even show up for yourself. Once you start showing up for yourself, the world, you're unstoppable. You genuinely are. And you become the person that everybody looks at and admires, not in a cocky way, just in a humble, respectful way. That is also something that can create resentment and stuff. You can't be a resentful person and think that forgiveness or kindness is going to come back to you. It genuinely goes both ways. And I know that might have been a lot of information to take in, but I don't want it to be something that just goes into your mind and you're like, yeah, I got it, I understand what she's yapping on about. I just want it to be something that you remember and think about next time that you feel overly mad or you feel like you can't handle your feelings anymore. I want you to remember that you can always talk to somebody, reach out, or even talk to yourself. It's not even weird. Just sit and talk to yourself. Write in a journal. Just be there for yourself. And I know it sounds weird, but once you be there for yourself, nothing else matters, and you'll never feel any animosity towards anything. You'll just feel at peace. And I feel like that's one thing that many people don't understand yet, but something that you have to learn over time, obviously. So yeah, that was the Loser Monologue episode 2 on resentfulness and animosity. And I really hope this video helped you in any type of way. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, guys, I'm really sorry. I forgot to say, if you would really like to subscribe, that would be amazing. And also, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for making it this far, and I really appreciate your support from all my close friends. Love you guys. Keep smiling. Also, daily reminder that everyone is carrying something that you can't see, and kindness matters. Love you guys.